It is day 5 of 30 of my career tips. I'm challenging myself to get on Facebook Live for 30 days to provide career tips for you, and it could all be about career clarity, resume, interviews, and much more. So in today's live, I will be discussing something that is connected to what I talked about yesterday in day 4, which was discover your passions. Today, I'm talking about discovering your strengths. So your strengths definitely play a big part in finding your ideal career and your dream career. Of course, you want to be doing things that you are good at, that you have strengths in. But how do you find your strengths? Well, your strengths are the things that, you're either naturally good at, so your natural talents, but it could also be things that you have developed over time. So it could be through education or through training. And how do you find these things? Well, a couple of ways. So you could always take personality tests like the Clifton Strengths, or you can take a test called the High Five test online. Both of them will give you your top 5 strengths that you're really good at. And it tells you a lot of different things about yourself, including, the personality, what personality type you have, how you work with other people, how people work with you, things like that. So those are important tests that you can take to find out your strengths. But another thing that you could do is just by asking those around you. So you can ask your coworkers, you can ask your friends, your families. It's good to ask a variety of people their opinion, but just ask them, what am I really good at? If you were to come to me for some advice, what would that be about? So those types of questions will allow you to see what other people think are your strengths, because sometimes it's hard to think about what your strengths are, and it's hard to kind of pinpoint those things yourself. So by asking other people, that gives you a good insight as to what your strengths are. So a very quick tidbit for today, that is to learn, what your strengths are, what are you really good at. Paired that with discover your passions yesterday. So you have your passions and your strengths together. Those two things are an important part of your ideal career, but there's one more link that's missing, and that's what we're going to be discovering tomorrow, which is discovering your values. And your values are what you feel are important. But I'm not going to go through it too much right now because I don't want to spoil it for tomorrow. But tomorrow we're going to be talking about discovering your values. And the 3 together, values, strengths, and passions, are what is going to help you find your ideal career. So if you're joining me right now, I would love to see who's here. Make sure to say hi in the comments, or if you're watching the replay, please go ahead and tell me that you're watching the replay. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If I'm not able to answer them live, I still would like to see your questions, because I would like the opportunity to answer your question in a future video. So while I'm waiting for some questions here, I do want everyone to know that I am offering a free 1-hour training that's going to be helping those that are looking for their ideal career, their dream career, and their career paths. And I'm going to be showing you what the top 3 mistakes are that are keeping you from landing your dream career. And you don't want to make these mistakes, or you want to avoid making these mistakes. Or if you are making them, I'm going to teach you how to overcome them. And this is a free 1-hour training. All you need to do is RSVP for it. And you can do so at douglau.com/training, which is what you see here. I'll also put it into the feature link for this live here. So once again, thank you so much for joining me on this Facebook Live. If you have any questions and you're watching this on replay, go ahead and put your questions in the comments, and I would love to answer them in a future live. All right. So if I don't see any questions right now, I will be heading out, and tomorrow we're going to be discussing how to discover your values, which is definitely an important part of finding your ideal career. Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day.